and so on. So paint jobs on there, there's just one paint job that I have. I think I might have paid for this one. Either way. The paint job for the Griffin is like these, 100, 500. I would get this if it looked nice. For my opinion, it doesn't look like nice. It looks like more or less like a missile, like the end thing, the fin. I don't know why the fin's there. It looks like an end piece of a missile, but either way. This one looks okay. Okay. This one I might get, but it's pricing gold, so I probably won't bother with it for a long time. Now we move on to the dock. This dock, I'm not sure why they did not do it earlier, bringing down the price to silver, because for a long time I thought this type of robot was weak. Or technically it's good if you write weapons on there, but the weapons I have are not good for this robot. My robots are more like direct fire or close range. And missiles, yeah, a missile weapon, Spiral, but that's for the Jessie. And even though the Spirals don't do a lot of damage, and all the bigger missiles, weapons, like medium weapons, they cost much more gold, and I haven't took time to get it. I want to, but I haven't because I was so interested in testing other things, and so on and so forth. So, the dock is okay. I like the skin, interesting, but it costs a lot of gold, so I'm not going to bother too much with it. It looks cool, to be honest, how it switches, but regardless how cool it is, there's little good benefits to it. It's a good thing I got this with silver, not gold. Back then, you had to use gold, and I wanted it, but it just didn't seem that worth it. Now we have the Bakazari. Yeah. Got this robot. This robot is like the other one, but the Hades, or, I'm sorry, I don't know my names that well. But this one has a physical shield instead of force field. It feels weak, the force field, sometimes, and it doesn't always work well, especially when you're trying to shoot an enemy and then block at the same time, because Punishers don't work like that. Scorches would work like that. Besides dashing, I think it's quite well. I think this is not the original skin, this is the original one. Maybe I should switch it. I'm used to this one a lot, because I just got it for free from an event. So I'm just going to switch it to this one. I haven't seen this one in a long while, because I've been just used to the other one. Either way, good robot. If used effectively wisely, it works well. I think they should change this to silver or something. Or something on puzzle pieces, because it's not that good, I think, technically. I could have upgraded higher, use it properly, upgrade everything, then it might have done better. But for right now, how I experienced it isn't that good. Then we have the GI.Patam. Fun robot to goof around, try different weapons on it. Paint jobs, I have a few different types of paint jobs. I have another pattern with different paint jobs. They all look cool, to be honest, for me. Well, yeah, like this one too. These are really nice paint jobs on there, I like. But I wish they could, maybe, instead of make a, light, maybe medium, either way. I kind of wanted to try other medium weapons on this robot, but it doesn't work like that. And I've been upgrading it recently. No, not recently. So it is on the stronger side than usual, but it's not the strongest I have. It's better, though. HP on it's what's sad. It's really sad. It's really low. You can get killed really fast if you're not careful what you do. So this is more on sniper. If you can get on sniper, it'll be good. Medium range, you could do that. Close range gets really tricky. You need to be skilled to do close range with this guy, or I think so, anyways. But it's a fun thing to play around with. Then we have this, the Alcune. Yes. Either way, this robot is... I haven't played around with it too much, so I can't say too much about it. Just like the Patton, but I think... Oh, the Patton's a little bit faster than this guy. Okay, so the Patton's faster. Hold on. Maybe. Never mind. When at same level, they're going to be... same speed, never mind. I was thinking for a second this was slower, but it is not. It's actually same speed. Actually, if you would upgrade this more, I think it might go faster. No, they have the same speed. Never mind. In that case, HP... Just going to do a quick... Okay, this is weaker. I don't know why this is weaker, besides it does a little bit more damage in particular things. I think this might... Either way, it makes sense why it has lesser health, it's fine, and whatnot. Either way, I think this robot isn't as good, and I don't know why they're selling this for gold. I'll buy this for silver, not much for gold. I'm glad I didn't purchase this with gold. I got this through a crate, so I'm glad I have this robot. Again, I like experimenting with all sorts of stuff. So, okay. I like the skin, though. I would love to have the skin for this. It looks really nice on it, but it's really pricey in gold. So I'm going to probably have to leave that for some time till it gets cheaper or something. So now we have the Gareth. When I first played the game, I was a fan of Gareth. really good at with Gareth, got kills with Gareth, liked the Gareth. In my older account, I had a different account. I would upgrade the Gareth to level 9 even. This one's a bit lower because I jumped into other robots earlier. But the Gareth is really, at first, really good. Sadly, when you get it Diamond League, it becomes a little bit weak. I mean, it feels a lot weak. Because, again, the weapons become bizarre, powerful, and the Gareth can do really little with his shield, especially rockets. Seems like everyone has rockets, and then there's one match that feels like almost no one's using rockets. And then they use these powerful machine punishers that just mow your shield down. They do so much damage. So it kind of, later on, it just loses its purpose. It feels like. But regardless of that, you can still have a great time with this really fast robot. I haven't maxed out its speed yet. I will probably want to do that yet. Skin is pretty awesome. I like it. I like this skin. I don't like the skin too much. The default is okay, but I like the skin the most out of everything. Whoops. But for at first, it's a really good robot, so I do recommend you when you first play off the game get this, because it's going to be really beneficial through gameplay. Then we have the Bolt. The Bolt is also really good. All these robots, I'm saying they're really good, but at first anyways, later on they come to seem to be weak. But the Bolt at first it is good. Good for catching beacons really quickly, and a decent speed. It's good. And the skin for it is questionable. I don't know if I like the skin that much. If I did, I would probably got it earlier, but I don't know. I prefer the skin a tiny bit more. It looks more nicer. Either way, I just realized there's a 4 there. I'm not sure what the 4 is for, but either way, no pun intended. Let's go and jump to the next robot, the Jessie, like I was talking about. This is level 1. I got another Jessie somewhere kicking around in the garage. It's a good robot, quick draw, easily killed though. Even though if I don't upgrade my robot, the Jessie necessarily, it might be slightly stronger, but even though it feels like it gets mowed down too easily. Paint jobs. Have this one on the other Jessie. Kind of would like this one, but what ifs. Again, animation, pretty cool. Like to experiment around this idea too. But either way, not much to say about this robot. Another Gareth level 1, then we Destiny level 1. This is a okay robot to begin with. Again, it's a default robot. I think it becomes a really good robot if you upgrade it. Like, for its type, or whatever. Not extra abilities or any modules, it's just straightforward. I wish kind of they would make it good as back in the day, beginning the gameplay, that it's solid to shooting robots, not all these specials, fancy effects. I sometimes wish that was a thing again. But, either way, and a Crossack, a great robot too to begin off. But again, in Diamond League 2, just like the other default robots, they're no good later on. Another one. Then we have another Griffin, level 6. Then we Gareth, and then a Jessie. This one's a level 5. This one's a little better one compared to the other one. If you were to upgrade it, it would get 70 HP, so a little bit better. It's getting much better. But I just don't bother upgrading as much, because it just seems weak and not enough firepower. And it could continuously assault an area, make sure they won't be able to return fire as good. But even though, if they did return fire, you would take a heavy amount of damage. A lot of damage, so this one's a bit iffy, again. Now we have the Stalker. Yeah, level 8. Like, I have used the Stalker beginning of gameplay a lot. Like, the skin, even. I even took... Oh, interesting skin. I like this one. Default. Okay. But either way, I'll leave it at this one. Stalker, really good. Really fast. HP is questionable. It's obviously a good reason why it has to have that low in HP. Well, not obviously. Another Jessie, level 3 this time. A G-Pan, another one. But this one, level 6 with a different paint job. Yeah. And then we have a Destinaire. Then we have this one. Used this one a lot. One time with the Aphids. That did turn out pretty well. No, Spiral. I was using Spirals. That was really good, fine gameplay. Well, I kind of like this a lot, honestly. The paint job. I probably might get it. 50 gold. I'm not going to use the robot necessarily a lot. No, I don't have a lot of not enough guns to choose from for this. It's just Punishers and, like, I need more of the same type of weapons of different kinds. Either way, more choices, in other words, I was trying to say. Then we have a Leo at level 6. And then we have this one, like I said. Oh, oops. And that's it, I guess. Yep. Now, for the weapons. Which one would be good for... there's some robots I wish they added back to the game. I would definitely buy them with silver again for my collection of robots to try out. But they don't. So, in that case, I have to hold this grudge. It's joking. Anyways, so for the heavy weapons, what I have the Glory, this one, and maybe and kind of, and this, and so on and so forth. The list is a lot bigger than I last remembered. So I'm just going to quickly scurry across these weapons. The Glory shotgun idea, type of base, has a hint of lockdown. Nice weapon, use it on my Fernal, and then this motor rounds, basically, not really motor, it's not a motor, but it shoots basically motor rounds, kind of missiles from above idea. Used to use this for experiments, like to do that, but now, after an update, it is hard to experiment with this because it's not that good anymore. Then this, I'm planning to maybe make this stronger just because experiment-wise. And then I have the Zeus. I'm planning to get another one. I'm planning to get many weapons, but it's going to be really costful. I'm trying to get another one, this too. Don't know when. But this weapon's good. Great for far range shooting, sniping. You need to be really precise, though. Really precise. If you miss a little bit, then you have to wait for, like, 23 seconds for a full recharge? Oh, it's really bugful to wait that long sometimes. But either way, and then we have this one. But the feeling of getting something with this is really good. It does a lot of damage. Or it's going to be. Right now, it's not doing that much. This weapon's quite good. And then the Thunder, basically a shotgun again. And then we have the Viper. The Viper is good. I want to say good. It feels not good right now. I don't know if they nerfed it yet or anything. But either ways, I'm trying to make do and see if I can make these stronger and better. I think they are good. Just, it doesn't feel like right now when I'm using them. And yes, they are low level, so I kind of need to take that consideration. Light weapons. I have the Volt. Great sniping light weapon. I've played around with that with experimental Loki once in a while there and that. Then I have the shields. Played around with that before. And this is also basically motor rounds. Some people use this. Then we have pianos. I wish I had more higher level, but I don't bother too much with it because it is anyways not necessarily that good. Then we have the aphids. I have 4 aphids, 2 on this level, 2 on level 8. Then we have molts, a row of different level molts. Then I have pins. I used to think pins were bad because they would do a lot of damage, but the reload, like how fast it shoots them, and the reloading time after it seems long. So I didn't thought they were really worth it, but then I realized, yeah, there are. You just gotta upgrade them. That they do a little bit more damage. And then I have the Spiral. The Spiral does okay. You gotta upgrade an insane amount if you make them any good. But spend the silver more or less on the newer stuff they have inputted into the game, because that's gonna be more effective. I just have a bunch of these because I like experimenting with weak and strong weapons. And then I just have randomly one Punisher with the level 10. Not necessarily really that good, though. I could probably spend that silver on something else because the price is 5 million. So it gets quite pricey, so don't bother too much upgrading. Then I just recently got this Quaker. Haven't really upgraded it. Oh, I have upgraded it. But it feels weak. Same thing with Sparks. I need to get them upgraded and see their true identity, how good they are. Now, we are just needing to go off to the medium weapons yet. Oops. Medium weapons. Medium weapons. Oh, medium weapons. So I recently got a Shock Train. I want to get more upgrades and make them good. But it looks like when you do gameplay, the Shock Train's animation doesn't look as nice as I used to remember. And either way, great weapon. And then the Storm, great shotgun, basically. Reload time feels slow, but it quickly shoots all its rounds out. So really good for the Scorpion. It'll jump in, shoot a lot, to quickly hide, teleport, and then it'll terrain. This is an okay weapon. I have not much to say to it. It's, I think, a pretty good weapon. I just haven't used it correctly lately. I only have one anyway, so I need more of those. Talumbas, they're okay, but they feel weak. And in some ways, they take forever to reload. Shoot their rounds fast, though. They take forever to reload. Orkins, they feel great, too. Also, kind of feels like it takes sometimes reload. Not as long as the Talumbas. Because the rockets, the Orkins have more rounds, and they manage to reload faster than Talumba, I think. But Talumba has more range than Orkins. And I think, yeah, apparently Talumbas do more damage, but lesser rounds the Talumbas have, and it takes longer to reload. I think, anyways. That's what I observed last time. Then I have the Molts. Molts, great sniper, but later on it gets, again, so on and so forth. Couple of very levels, and the same thing with the Punishers. Then I have the Atomizer. I need one more to make anything out of this. Honestly, I don't know how good exactly. It feels good. I can't say much about it. But, again, if you look at him, Atomizer level 3, 500 meter range, 500 damage, compared to Punisher T. Oops. Punisher T, 520, level 8, though. So, significantly, if I would upgrade this a few more times, this would do much more damage than Punishers. And Emotes, I think, do more damage, but they run out faster on ammunition, and the range is a bit different. But the Cyro, damage-wise, does more damage than the Atomizer, but as shoots less rounds, these are more rocket rounds, but I say it's an okay weapon. It doesn't shoot the rounds that fast, just like the Orkans. It freezes the component, but I don't think I want necessarily to freeze them. I want to kill them. But either way, I think that will be fine. I used this on Scorpion, does well. It stalls the enemy, it suppresses them with the freezing. Now for the pilots, show you the pilots that I have. This is turning out to be a long video that I'm used to, with a lot of chattering. Actually, no, the Among Us video was much longer. So the pilots I have is this one, the Ashgargard. Anyways, this robot, this pilot is genuinely made for the Scorpion, right? Scorpion, yes. Does well with Scorpion, that's why I have him, attached him to him, if that makes sense. He does, okay. Some of these, he does, not much to say. There's a storyline behind it. I don't know if you guys want to know the storyline behind each pilots. If you do, just comment it and down below below the video, you know, if you want to know the storyline. But for now, I'm just showing what I have. And then we have her. This pilot, at first, I thought was useless, but realizing later on gameplay, he's really good if you upgrade your Fernal robot. Because he does 50% more resistance, but gets rid of the special force field that prevents any firearms shooting at it. At first, the Fernal does not have a lot of HP, and it doesn't look like a much difference, but when you upgrade the robot and add this pilot on there, it does significant health increase and activating ability. You're basically a mini Titan, small Titan, basically, running around the map. People are having a hard time shooting you and killing you. Thanks. Rudy, what about supper, lunch? I got you. Then we have this guy. I have this pilot dedicated for the Fusion. Yeah, this pilot does some things, defense points when a certain amount of beacons are gone. But either way, okay pilot. And the rest of the pilots, I don't have much to say. They all do their own particular things better than others. I think I have one more pilot. It is this one, the Halloween pilot. One problem, don't have the Hawk. I need a Hawk robot before I can even use this pilot. I can use it in others, but it isn't as good. I have already assigned it something. It's the Bounty Hunter, destroy any robot, increase the weapon damage from 3%, but this is for a Scorpion. But the original, the build itself, is not, like the lockdown is not going to work for the Scorpion, so I might have to, when I get the Hawk, probably going to equip the pilot in there. Right now it's just sitting there in the garage, just chilling there, doing not much. I wonder if I get for selling it. Oh, I get 1 million silver, okay. That's not a lot, man. Like, getting this takes a while, and when you get it, it can be somewhat good. And plus, I need a pilot eventually for buffs. Not saying I want pilots, but if I get pilots, I get pilots. Either way, that's all I have for my pilots, and I don't need that. I think, oh, then there's my drones. Oh, how can I forget my drones? Yes, my drones. You heard me. They're more likely just these drones and this one legend epic drone called the Good Guy. I think it's funny. I was just fortunate to get it because I kind of started quitting on the drones because they're so confusing. Like, complex, almost makes no sense why to use a drone even. But I use this for the Fernal. I just have it for some buffs and buffs, and that's about it. They don't do much. There was one time they used power cells, but that was kind of ridiculous because that doesn't make sense. Even why they cost power cells. Either way, I think that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of War Robots Tour. And if this is Bad Video Maker, signing off.